Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium as a couple teams square off in a game that is often filled with hijinks and fun. The Duke's Mayo Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Virginia Cavaliers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Virginia's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
And the Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Morris. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
And the Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Looking to throw, it's Morris. Got a man, it's Ennis. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield midfield stripe at the 48.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their second sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the end zone.
The Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Well, this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and they'll have to convert third and long to keep it going. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Blue Devils offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. A matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Blue Devils will snap it on first and 10. Got a man, it's King. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And now on second down for this offense. The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off play action. He's got an open man. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. That big play, a perfect example of why receivers relentlessly work on the release.
Yeah, work on that release, work on their hands getting by the DB. When I'm getting that press man and he's up in my face, man, that is a hard assignment if I don't really get my hands on the receiver. And he wins off the line of scrimmage. Quarterback finds him, sees man coverage, makes a big play.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
The Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
And the Cavaliers are on the move. Handoff from the gun. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Looking for a man. It's Morris. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of turning it on. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They'll run it from the gun. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll keep it himself. He breaks a tackle. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He'll do it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Morris. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in. It's Courtney.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Cavaliers can really attack on this second and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's King. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And the Blue Devils look to keep this drive humming. Off play action on first down. He's straight downfield. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. That's caught. It's Anthony. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it in the middle, it's King. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The Blue Devils trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Duke! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Ross. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. On target to the left. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Running to Green. And they get him down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Cavaliers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To throw, it's Morris. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Cavaliers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
cut your losses.
Right, absolutely. Slide. Don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Kane. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. 4th down coming. Let's see if they go for it here.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the first down, couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing, didn't turn it over, dumped it off to his running back. His running back got some positive yards, but guess what? Now it's decision time. It's 4th down.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be knocked down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get a Duke's Mayo Bowl that would have social media buzzing for a variety of reasons. And through 2 quarters of football, that is the case. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half in the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
And the Cavaliers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree. And if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game and punctuating this season.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's Moore. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Little. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast. Understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Quick strike complete.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. keeping it on the ground with the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Makes a man miss. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, on second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Back to throw, it's Morris. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it back to with a big interception there.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
To the ground, he's got it again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Blue Devils come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Now, how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
And the Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. A little screen to the running back. They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Ross. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Slants against man, that wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Cavaliers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Cavaliers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Oh, it's a reverse. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
The Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. An 84-yard drive there. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
The Blue Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're going to run it. Breaks into the open. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finds his man, it's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll move the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Morris. They're working that left side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Virginia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this is how I want to operate. Nice job. He catches the football, makes a decision, gets the ball out of his hands, and let his playmaker work. Get the ball to the wide receiver out wide, he'll do the rest, he'll get the touchdown. Nice job being on the same page, quarterback, wide receiver.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have... Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Soft spot in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And just saw one there on the crossing route.
He'll keep it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Got it behind the line. It's Moore. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield and those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Little. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
Just drives it between the uprights. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter, go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Got the first down, looking for more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
It'll be third and long. Scanning the field, it's Morris. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Blue Devils enter the final minute with the lead. Power football with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Rides to back and leaves it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat them, a 5-point lead here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Morris. Checks it down to the running back. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. Here's a throw downfield late. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.